Hey Ted, so today we're gonna talk about the lesson we just had and our practice routine. So we worked with our driver, of course, trying to get a little bit more distance. And the way that we're doing that is we're adjusting your swing path a little bit. So in the downswing, we found that you were coming a little steeper, and then the club was kind of exiting a little bit more low into the left. Really wasn't allowing your body to finish a whole lot more towards the target. So in order to do that, again, we worked on keeping this right shoulder back a little longer, and then getting our weight shifted to the left at the same time, right? So in terms of how I want you to practice this, first, since we're here in GolfTec, we're going to use the motion measurement. And when we're looking at that, we'll focus on these three metrics over here: shoulder turn, shoulder tilt, and hip sway. So when you're practicing in here, we want to focus on making sure that at this general position, we call this position 6 in the golf swing, we really kind of want our shoulders to be somewhere around 0 for what I want you to do, to exaggerate this a little bit, for the shoulder turn. For the shoulder tilt, I want you to be more than anything just greater than 9 degrees, which means that your right shoulder is going to be lower than your left shoulder, right? And then making sure that your hip is getting over to your left side. We want to do that more than 2 inches towards the target for a driver. And when you're out on the driving range, right, these are things that you can still feel. I would rather you be a little bit more specific in the motion when you're at GolfTec. And then when you're outdoors, just try and really captivate on capture what that feel is when you're practicing. Some of the drills that I want you to do, so the first one, again, you can always use the motion measurement as you're practicing. That's a great one. The next one I want you to do is you can go ahead and put a noodle down on the floor. And basically what this is going to do is this will allow us to change the path that we're swinging on. So if I can see your driver here real quick, basically we just want to make sure that as you are coming back and then coming down, that you're using that noodle as essentially a guardrail, and then that way the club will stay in a little closer to your body, and then your hand pop can go a little bit more to the right. Let's do this. When we're looking at the launch conditions, just make sure again that you're somewhere in the 13, 15 degree range for your driver. I think that's good at your speed. Try and keep our spin around 2,000. That's a good number. And even when you look at this one here, seeing that we carried it 250, 270, that's much closer to what we're looking for over the 250 mark, right? And then last, one of the ways that you can practice this too, when you're out on the driving range, I want you to visualize essentially playing golf 18 holes, hit 18 tee shots. Pick a course that you're familiar with and just visualize the hole. Pick a left side of the fairway, right side of the fairway, and then hit shots. We can start counting how many fairways you would have hit. Make sure you're doing your pre-shot routine as well, like we talked about. And that's going to help kind of get you into game mode, so you can transfer this onto the golf course. Sound good?
Yep.
Awesome.